right. So she decided, Megan Thee Stallion is deciding, I want to get into entrepreneurship. I want to take my music career. I want to take all my popularity and I want to throw it into another business asset because I won't be a hot girl forever. I might be a warm woman later on in my life. So I want to have some money on the side. So congratulations to her. She opened up a Popeyes over in Miami. Let's get into the opening day where she's meeting her employees here. Heidi. Hey, Meg.
Yes.
So obviously it's a new store. It's a longer video, so you guys go check it out on her channel. A lot of black employees. I love it. It's Miami, so they might be Cuban. But I love it. I love it for her. I love it for them. She's using her celebrity. I know it's exciting. There's a lot of celebrities that go into these fast food franchising. Are they a good idea? How much does it cost to get into a Popeyes? Megan Thee Stallion obviously has some money. So let me get into it with y'all. Popeyes, to get into a Popeyes, it's not like starting a regular restaurant. If you start a regular restaurant, you can start it in your kitchen so long as the licensing department doesn't catch you. Right? You don't have to pay anybody. You can just start selling plates out your kitchen. If you're from where I'm from, you know somebody that started selling plates out of their kitchen. But when you do a franchise, now it's Popeyes in this case. She was doing a hot sauce last year, 2 years ago with Popeyes. I think it's called the Heidi hot sauce. She parlayed that into another restaurant, a whole restaurant franchise. Somebody tell me what y'all think it costs to open up a Popeyes. Because it's a franchise fee. You have to, you want to use the name Popeyes, you got to pay a Popeyes franchise fee. Now, because Megan is so popular, I think Popeyes would be dumb to not just let her open it for free. If I was Popeyes CEO, I'd give Megan Thee Stallion a Popeyes. I don't see a comment on what y'all think the Popeyes fee is. That means that y'all don't know. But that's why you're here. I will inform you. To open up a franchise fee for Popeyes right now is $50,000. $50,000 to open up a Popeyes franchise. So let's say you decided, you know what, I want to be a hot girl too. I want to take my little money that I got and I want to open up a Popeyes. You got to give Popeyes $50K, which is not a lot of money relative to some very popular franchises. Some franchises you have to pay a lot more, but you have to pay $50,000. But that doesn't mean, all right, you got $50,000, then you're all set. No. Popeyes then requires you to have a location. It requires you to do the build out, the painting, all their colors. You have to use some machinery that they use for their chicken. They work with a deep frying company. They work however they make they biscuits. You got to do all of that. So to do a build out for a Popeyes, I looked into this. If you wanted to start a Popeyes tomorrow, because you're busy today, if you want to start a Popeyes tomorrow, it'll be roughly between $504,000 and $1.9 million. Whoa! $504,000 and $1.9 million. The reason that it's so greatly wide is because it depends on where you're starting it. Are you starting a Popeyes in a mall? Right, where they already got the studios? Are you starting a Popeyes in the little plaza, or you put in an individual Popeyes? Again, you pay Popeyes $50,000 for those just joining in. That's your franchise fee. Then you got to do the build out to their specs. So Megan Thee Stallion, if she was just regular buying it, she would have to build out the entire Popeyes. Presumably, I think that one is a standalone Popeyes. I didn't see the outside of it, but she had an amazing line in Miami, prime real estate, $1.9 million. Whoa, okay. Oh, I'm sorry. So for the strip mall is up to $1.9 million. For the standing location, I'm sorry, for by itself, it's between $1.2 million to $4 million because you have to get the building, prime real estate. A lot of these Popeyes are on really prime real estate. So you might be paying up to $4 million to open up this Popeyes. Megan Thee Stallion, she has that. You might not. So you have to generate that money. You have to get investors in. Well, okay. So now you paid the $50,000 and you paid the somewhere, let's call it $1 million to open up your Popeyes. Are you done, Dom? Am I done? Is the bleeding over? No, it's not. Every year you got to pay royalty fees. 5% in this case to Popeyes, royalties of your gross sales. If you make $1 million of sales, you got to pay 5% of that. Somebody do the math. It's like $50,000 in gross sales to Popeyes, in gross fees. Now, hey, good morning, Mr. Fireball 619, coming in from Philly. So you're paying 5% of gross sales. Now, is that it? No, then you got to start paying advertising costs as well. 4% of gross sales. Now you're paying all this money to Popeyes. You got the flat fee, you got the royalty fee, you got the advertising fee, and I think there's another fee of like 1%, which is not a bad thing because they got the national brand. They're out of Miami, Florida. We're only talking about this because Megan Thee Stallion opened a Popeyes. If it was any other restaurant, maybe it wouldn't have hit national news. They have a global presence. Now, Popeyes is owned by like international brand something. They own Burger King, like all these other brands. So they have $30 billion that they can really play around with. That's their company valuation to put behind somebody like Megan Thee Stallion's brand. So they have the money. Now, how much does Popeyes generate typically? You're putting all this money out. Popeye generates about $1.7 million a year, depending on your location. $1.7 million a year, but you put in between $1 and $2 million to get it up and running. Not a problem. Not a problem. It is a problem. Sorry, I can't lie to y'all. I love y'all too much to lie to y'all. I don't know if this is a great business move. It is. The thing with Popeyes is that it takes on average, I did my little research for y'all, about 10 years to make your money back. Woo! 10 years. I'm 35. I'm going to be 45 by the time I get my money back. So it's a good investment on two occasions when you're franchising. It's a good investment if you have money from other places and you need to put it somewhere. Diversification, right? It's a good investment if you own the real estate. If you own the real estate, then great. It's a real estate play because then when you sell it, you don't got to wait 10 years. You sell the real estate and the business, or if you have a lot of locations. But if you have one location, it might be problematic. I say that to say I would not be surprised if Megan Thee Stallion opens up her second, third, fourth, and fifth Popeyes really soon to start getting all of that valuation multiplier. So Megan Thee Stallion, I love it. I love to see it for her. Now, why am I saying this, right? I'm not the biggest franchise fan. I was in the restaurant business, for some of y'all that don't know. I was in the restaurant business back in the day. This is me. They brought it up. This is me, Dominique Tecapanzo Pereira. Before you knew me as Ass Dom, man, I was Mr. Chef in the kitchen. This was our first takeout order. It was the historic Victory Grill. I was just, part of the history of this restaurant. It was a licensing deal, so it wasn't a franchising deal. We were we were established in 1946, I think, as far as the restaurant's concerned. Take it off. That was me. That was one of the hardest businesses to run, the restaurant. I learned the margins are really low, the profits, but it's a labor of love. It's a labor of love. I liked it personally. I just didn't make a lot of money from it. And then the people who came in after me, did a great job in the rehabs and all that. It's capital intensive, as you can see here. So what did I decide to do after that?